y'all. So I promised that I would bring you along on camera on the journey of me trying to put these false nails onto my nails for the first time, and that is the journey upon which I'm about to embark. So here we are. I have two other styles of this nail. I have the almond style and I have this blue style. When I asked you to vote, these were the clear winner, these Smoke Show nails. I just saw this brand, I don't know, on Instagram, or I maybe even Googled to find good stick-on nails. I bought these myself and I just decided to see if I could find a way to have some like cool nails, especially for YouTube for overhead filming. It's not really a huge deal if it doesn't work out, but I'm curious how it's gonna go. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Hannah. I love beautiful things, but I also think it's important to keep a balance and make sure that we don't get carried away and spend too much or buy too much. So if content that's beauty related but that keeps balance sounds good to you, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Let's go ahead and get in now to the meat of this video. So I brought these other ones over partly just to show you the other styles that I have, but also to show you the way that they look when they come in the box, because clearly I've already taken these out. I kind of started doing it and then I was like, no, I really do need to film this. So you caught me like after I had already taken them out of their box and also picked out the ones that fit my nail. But this is how they come, this neat little package. And they have a wide variety, obviously, so you can find the ones that fit your nails. The smallest nail did turn out to be the one that fits my pinky. And then the one that fits my thumb turned out to be the third from the largest nail. And I think I have like maybe medium-ish size hands. They're not that small. I think in gloves, in women's gloves, I would say I probably would usually wear maybe a medium. I think like the size small in gloves are usually like a bit tight on me, whereas in unisex sized gloves, I definitely wear a small. I didn't really make an attempt to clean up my nails at all. I trimmed my nails really short because this style is clear on top, so when my nails were a little bit longer, when I was putting them on over my nails to find the right size, you could kind of see like the part of my nail that had grown out. You could see it through the nail and it just didn't look as good. So I cut them as short as I could. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it. I'm not really used to stick-on nails. Like I've only ever done it one time before and it didn't go well. So this isn't really like a thorough review because I'm not an expert in this kind of thing. It's kind of just a first impressions and maybe something that'll be relaxing to watch. Oh, this reminds me, the other thing that I didn't do because I'm not really committed is that I didn't go through and file the nails to fit my nail bed. I'm just gonna stick them on and go. So I'm kind of giving you a sense of what it would be like if you wanted to try nails like this, but you didn't want to spend a lot of time putting them on. You didn't want them to be perfect. You didn't want it to be fussy. If you were to like get these and just be like, okay, I'm gonna stick them on, like we'll find out if anything goes wrong with that strategy, because I just don't really have the time to sit around filing down these little nails to make them perfect. Maybe I could find the time, but it's not how I feel like spending my time. So how to apply. Apply to clean, natural nails. Wipe nails with nail polish remover after buffing if you have oily nail beds. I don't have oily skin and I don't have oily nail beds, and my hands are clean, so hopefully to be fine. I might see if I can find a little nail polish remover somewhere and clean them up just to do the most. Select the best fitting nail, set aside an order, did that. Apply a thin layer of glue to the back of the static nail. Apply a generous layer of glue to your entire natural nail. So we want thin glue on the nail, lots of glue on the hand. Allow the glue to tack up for about 6 seconds. Align, hold, and squeeze firmly for 30 plus seconds. All right. Okay, I did actually dig out some acetone, I guess it's just acetone nail polish remover. I'm just gonna quickly make sure that my nails are really clean before I start. And this is just the Walgreens brand. I don't even remember how long ago I got that. Oh my gosh, the smell of that nail polish remover really brings me back to like middle school. Reminds me of 6th grade weekends during 6th grade. Okay, so we want a thin layer of glue on the nail, and a good amount of glue on my natural nail. I'm going to start with the thumb. Hold it up here so you can see. All right. Hopefully that's okay. The glue doesn't squeeze out very fast, very easily, so I guess it's good though. It helps you control it. I'm trying to get it all to the edges. All right, let it tack up for about 6 seconds, it says. 5 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. And I feel like kind of like it's been tacking up this whole time. All right, I aligned it. I'm pressing it. It says hold and squeeze firmly for 30 plus seconds. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. It says ensure that the entire nail receives pressure. 21, 20. Oh, I definitely got some glue on the outside just now. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. I feel like I'm kind of flattening out my nail bed by doing this because I have pretty curved nail beds. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh my god, look how long it is. 5. It's really long. And it's kind of intimidatingly curved. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I mean it's on. It's on, y'all. It's not on. I don't know how it's gonna go with getting this little bit of glue off of the top. Am I gonna be able to do literally anything? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything. I mean, you know, I cook dinner every night and I'm also helping to care for a baby right now. Like, can I change a diaper in these nails? All right, I'm just gonna quickly see if I can file away the glue that got on top of the nail. Maybe I'll regret this. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just wait and then maybe try to scrape it off at the end. Or maybe the nail polish remover will get it off. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's good to know because I feel like it might be kind of hard to avoid getting a little bit of glue on top of the nails as I'm going. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of my nails on this hand and then I'll check back in with you. The length is so intense. And I also feel like, I don't know if I've ever had, I've never had acrylic nails. I don't know if I've ever had gel extensions quite this long, but I've definitely never had them curve around like that. Like that just feels like it's like a problem waiting to happen. I think maybe I'm gonna have to file these down. Yeah, like I can't even pick up the other nail. You know, before I go any further, I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't take too long to file them. I'm actually gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it and then start filing from there. Oh my gosh, that was so easy to clip. That actually really gives me hope. Should I try to retain the pointy shape? Maybe a little bit. Ah, yeah, look at that. That's much more my speed. So I was really worried that the nail was gonna like resist being clipped and that it was gonna stress out the nail and make it like ruin itself when I clipped it with the clippers, but oh my gosh, that was as easy as I could possibly have asked for. Yeah, that's epic. Okay, this has really given me hope about the overall outcome of this project. They're easier to file than real nails, like natural nails, I mean. All right, let's do this one. Look at that, it looks cute. Okay, now that I know that I'm going to be able to clip them and file them, I feel like I can proceed because I actually do think that it'll be easier to shape them when they're on my nails. Okay, the pinky nail is the first one where I successfully did it, like press it down for the whole 30 seconds without getting glue all over the nail. And I realized that the reason I was getting glue all over the nail is because I was trying really hard to adhere to their stipulation that you make sure that the entire nail is getting pressure. So I was like pressing down and rolling my finger from side to side, and then glue was leaking out the sides, it was getting on my finger, and then it was getting on top of the nail. But with this one, I just pressed on really hard in the center of the nail. By pressing just in the center, I felt like the pressure was distributing across the whole nail, and then I didn't get any glue leakage on my finger and consequently on top of the nail. So clearly those three are, that's how it would look if you got them and applied them and didn't clip them. But I just can't live my life this way, you guys. I'm so sorry. I can't even do it for YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these guys down. And I even still feel like, well, this one's even still a little bit long. This is a good length for me. But I like that pointy shape that I'm getting. Okay, so that's what I've ended up with just at basically like the first pass at clipping and filing them. I've actually found that I can pretty much shape them with the clippers and then only just do a tiny bit of filing. It's actually pretty easy to be precise with the clippers, which is great because I don't have all that much patience for filing my nails. But this looks really passable to me. I feel like this will really work for swatching things on YouTube and just for adding a little bit of excitement to my little life over here. I think it's gonna work. I'm psyched. Okay, so there's the full set on this hand without having trimmed them. So you can get a sense of how they'll look. And, they do look great. Like objectively, aesthetically, this is the look. And, it's a little bit sad to see them cut short on this hand by comparison. But I did want to let you know that I've been filming for about 40 minutes at this point. And obviously there was a little bit of front matter to the video, but so I would guess that without the time that it took me to, trim these, like if I had just applied them and without the setup of the video, I could probably have gotten the full set on in about 30 minutes. So that's like kind of what you're looking at if you don't need to do any alterations or any fussing with the nails. Okay, so this thumbnail started lifting as I was filing it, and it was the only one that it was acting like it didn't want to stick down when I was initially applying it, and I think that there was an air pocket in there and it didn't get fully secured to my thumb, so that's not really a good look. I'm gonna have to clean it up. I'm gonna clean it up, I think, with some nail polish remover, and I'm gonna try to stick that one down again. Oh no! So while I was cleaning this nail off with nail polish remover, it snapped down the middle. And it has been through the ringer a little bit because I've been cleaning it with nail polish remover. It might have weakened it. I wonder if the nail polish remover actually does like weaken the nail. So it could have been that, and I also definitely was like, buffing it and clipping at it and stuff. But it's annoying because now I have to take a bigger nail. Yeah, I'm gonna take this bigger one and just like buff it or file it and clip it down so that it'll fit my thumb. Okay, I might go back and mess with them some more, like filing them, shaping them, cleaning them up around the edges. But for now, I feel like I am kind of done applying them, and I'm going to move on to the next video that I'm planning to film. And I feel like I can give my final thoughts. So I'm going to start with telling you what has impressed me about this. I am incredibly impressed at how easy they were to trim and file. I actually felt like they clipped more easily even than natural nails and way more easily than acrylics and gels or other false nails that I've ever messed with. They're very thin and light and flexible, so they really do feel like a thin little regular nail, and it's just really easy to get them to do what you want them to do when trimming and shaping them. That really took me by surprise, like how easy it was to get them down to the length that I wanted, and it actually ended up making a big difference for me in terms of whether I was actually going to even end up applying these nails and wearing them. So that's fantastic. The other thing that's really great is that I was able to remove the glue residue that got onto the top of the nails using nail polish remover, and it didn't pick up any of the embellishment. So this swirled black and clear together is clearly like baked into the nail, and it's not something that's going to wash off or rub off, and it wasn't disturbed by the nail polish remover. So either of those issues, the issue of them being difficult to shape or the issue of them being easy to destroy with nail polish remover, either of those issues could have really messed up this experience and even made it a non-starter. And these nails passed those two tests. Those two issues were tests that were passed with flying colors. I would also actually point to the price as a potential pro if you're someone who's used to going to the salon like every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. If you're used to that and you're used to spending that amount of money and you were to switch to nails like these, you would end up saving money because these are, I think, the most expensive ones, and they're just $16. And that's way less than it costs to go to the salon and get a set of nails, especially if you're getting acrylics or gel extensions. There are a couple of cons or a couple of drawbacks that spring to mind. One is just the overall look. I mean, I actually do think that they look pretty good, especially for my purposes for filming and even in the everyday, just talking to someone, moving your hands around. Like if you're not examining them really close up, they actually, they do look amazing. It is a shame, I feel, that in order to get the length that works for me, I had to clip off so much of the novelty detail from these nails. I would have loved it if they had produced the Smoke Show nails in a short length and made the design like match this length, because I really cut off a lot of the clear swirly part when I cut them down to this length. But as you can see, they do look really quite good when you just look at them. Close up, however, it's a little messy. There's glue on my fingers. It was a little bit of an icky, sticky process. It's really different from the way that I feel when I leave the nail salon, when I get to visit my beloved nail tech, Emily, who I really miss because I haven't seen her since before the pandemic. She's so meticulous. She does such a good job. And when I leave the nail salon, I just feel like my hands have gotten like a makeover. It's like my hands have gotten a haircut and a blowout. You know what I mean? They just look perfect in every way. And that's not how they look right now. There's a little bit of glue stuck on them. It's kind of messy around the edges, a little bit uneven. And that's just always the way that it's going to be with nails that you stick on at home. So that's definitely not a deal breaker for me. Like if you can't tell, I'm actually pretty pleased with how this came out, but it's just something that's different. You can't expect your hands to look and feel exactly as perfect as they look and feel when you get them done professionally, when you're doing it yourself at home. The other thing about the look of them is that they look a little bit flat to me. I have quite curved nail beds, and these actually do look quite curved when they're not on the nails, but once they're applied to my nails and they're really glued to my nails, they kind of flattened out. So that's one way in which they look just a little bit different than nails, like gel nails that are tailored to my actual nail beds would look. The last question that I have is about longevity. I put a lot of glue on each nail and a lot of glue on each finger, and that's what you're supposed to do if you want to wear them for a long time, like for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be, showering every day. I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be changing diapers. And probably by the time I actually get this video edited, I'm going to be typing and editing a lot. By the time I get the video up, I will probably have a clear idea of how well they've held up. And so definitely check the pinned comment down below, because I'll give the rest of the review in the pinned comment on this video. But for now, I can say that they all feel actually impressively secure. I'm impressed by how well they held up when I was filing and clipping them. And this one, the one that kind of popped off and split when I was doing that, it hadn't gotten glued down well enough to begin with. I think maybe it's something about the shape of the nail on this thumb, or maybe I just wasn't careful or didn't apply enough glue, but I definitely felt a difference during the application process. And with this second round, I was much more careful to apply glue all over and to hold it down really hard, and I feel like it's just as secure as the rest of them now. So I'm glad that I had this experience of having this one split, so that you could see that that's a possibility and you know that it's something that might happen. It's not like it went flawlessly, but I do feel like it's probably more user error than anything, because all 9 of the rest of them just went perfectly, and they feel really, really stuck to my nails. Hey y'all, so it's 2 days later. It's 2 days after I filmed that first video where I applied these nails. And here's what happened. Before we talk about what this is, here's what happened. I live in a house with my boyfriend and 2 friends, so there are 3 other adults in our house. And as soon as I finished applying these nails, I went to my friend Julia and I was like, "What do you think of this nail look?" And she took one look at them and she was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "What do you mean what happened?" And she was like, "It looks like your nails are chipped." So then, of course, I went straight to Joe, my boyfriend, and I was like, "Does it look like my nails are chipped?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then Oliver, Julia's husband, I was like, "What do you think of my nails?" And he was like, "How did they get so chipped?" So all 3 of the people that I live with said that it looks like the clear parts of these nails are just like places where the black polish has chipped off. And after they all said that, I took a look like through their eyes and I kind of take their point. And, it's not the end of the world. Like, what am I even doing with my life? I'm just here in quarantine making videos. But because I make videos, I think I would like to fix that look, like the illusion of chipped nails, before I proceed to film some more. So I acquired some black nail polish, and I also acquired some sparkle nail polish. And I got these with like a curbside pickup at a beauty shop. So I was calling the store, and over the phone I was like, "Do you have black and do you have any glitter?" So I didn't exactly pick them out. It was a little bit of a crapshoot. So I'm not sure I want to go with this glitter because it's so bright. But I definitely do want to try painting these nails black. So I'm going to go ahead and paint my nails with this black coat nail polish in number 92, and we're going to see how well these nails take polish. So the review experience is extending to yet another arena. And I will also say that in the 2 days that I've had these on, 2 things of note have happened. One is that I got this nail caught on a car door while I was closing it, and it really, really put pressure on it. Like, it really got caught. It was an experience that is the kind of thing that would have ripped or broken like even a natural nail, and it didn't pop off. It was so stuck to my nail. It is so stuck to my nail that it actually pulled really hard on the skin underneath my nail to the point where it kind of hurt, like it kind of bruised underneath there, but the glue held. And that really, really impressed me, because I think that with a weaker glue, that nail would have popped right off on that occasion. But then last night when I was cooking this big elaborate multi-dish meal, I caught my thumbnail on something and it did pop off. So I had to clean this up and glue it back on. So I don't know whether maybe the thumbnails, because they, at this point, both of them have like separated from my nail. I wonder if maybe my thumbnails are shaped in such a way, or the thumbnails of this set of false nails are shaped in such a way that it's made it harder for me to get a good seal on my thumbs. But the rest of my nails are very, very securely attached. Let's go ahead and try painting. Okay, so the nail appears to be taking the polish just fine. The polish is pretty black, but it's not super opaque on the first coat. I'm probably going to do another coat. I'm probably going to have to do another coat if I want my nails to just be black. So there's the first coat on the first hand. Yeah, they're easy to paint. These nails are pretty easy to paint. And I've never really had black nail polish. It's never really been my jam before. It just felt like the right color to fix these particular black smoke nails. So it's a novel experience for me. Okay, there's the first coat. I think it's gonna work out. They're definitely not like rejecting the polish or anything. Like the surface of the nail isn't resisting the polish. I believe that this brand coat makes nail polish that doesn't have the usual contaminants in it. I think it's like 5 free, and it's like a luxury nail polish brand, and it does feel pretty luxurious going on. It's effortless. It's got nice coverage. The brush is really easy to use. So yeah, it's nice. I think it's going to be good. I'm going to let them dry just a little bit, and then I'll put on a second coat. I don't have a top coat or anything because I don't own any nail polish. Like I didn't own any nail polish. That's why I had to go and get this, because I just haven't painted my own nails in a long time. It's not really been part of my routine for myself. I either get them done or I leave them natural. So this is exciting. It's like a foray into nail polish and into doing my nails at home. There's the second coat. It's looking pretty even and shiny. I hope it doesn't take too long to dry. So I haven't painted my nails in a while, and I'm obviously not very good at it. I feel like I just got the hang of it at the end with like pushing the brush down on the nail, like the full brush, instead of just trying to coat the nail with the tip of the brush, which is what I started out doing. It's been so long that I kind of like forgot how you apply nail polish effectively. But I do feel like this is definitely sufficient. Like I could go forward with these nails and, you know, they look perfectly fine, and no one's going to be doing a double take and being like, what's wrong with your nails, which is what everyone was doing after I had applied the other ones. I do think it's because I trimmed them. I think that the Smoke Show nails, when they're at the length that they're supposed to be, you can tell that it's an effect. But because I trimmed them down to this length, it kind of took away the full effect, and it made it look like there was something wrong and like I had just painted my nails black and then the polish had chipped. So that's like a lot of experience, and also I'm glad that I got to do a little trial run with just the adhesive and report back to you. If anything unexpected happens after this polish dries, like if it all starts chipping off as soon as it dries, or if, you know, it comes off when I wash my hands or something like that, I'll let you know. But I know that these nails are designed to be painted. Like you're supposed to be able to you know, file them and trim them and paint them just like you would natural nails. So I'm assuming that it's all going to be okay. And I think that that really is it for the video. I think I'm going to keep this black color on rather than going in with the silver, but you know, I'll find a way to use that silver polish in the future. So that's it. That really is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was kind of a fun, funny one, but you know, it's been fun to go through this journey with you. And I hope that you are remembering to take extra good care of yourself right now so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.